Good morning, precious people. Here we are again. It's another fresh day, and I'm so thankful that you're here with me. You have an irreplaceable light and wisdom and experience that only you bring into the world. Today is a gift, and it's filled with possibility. So let's open it with kindness and curiosity. We are still growing and learning. So grab your nearest drink. I still have this. I took the sticker off of it. I think I might have gotten it 3 days ago. I can't even remember. Oh, it must have been at least 3 days ago. And I drink it down. I make it last. I stretch out. I get the biggest one because it's a better price for the ounces. And I get a cold drink. Even if I get a hot drink, I can put it in the fridge and reheat it. But the cold drink is really huge. I add all the stuff I want to it, make it as yummy as I want, and then it'll last me like 4 days. So, cheers. It was so good. Anyway, let's breathe. Let's start this Sunday morning off with a big deep breath. Are you ready? This morning I was doing some stretches. I have fallen off the stretching wagon. That has been one of my New Year's resolutions for 5 years or something. This year I did not put it on my New Year's resolution. We just started March today, so I had 2 months of really not focusing on stretching, and I felt so tight. I was looking down like this, and I could just feel tightness. And what else? Just trying to touch my toes. You lose your flexibility so fast when you're not doing it every day. So, yeah, maybe I should do an episode on stretching. Just stretch, breathe, all of that. So, I kind of have a boring topic to some people today. I'm going to be talking about stocks and watching the news. I thought I saw my cat running outside. Watching the news, and I've said this before, the news is designed to aggravate you, to rile up your emotions, get you involved in scrolling and clicking around. They got to sell money to their advertisers, so they need your eyeballs. But sometimes you can watch the news and you can see like, oh, this is a good time to buy stocks. Oh, I see that happen, so maybe these other stocks are going to have more value soon. So there's a lot of noise in the news you can listen to, get aggravated and mad and stomp around your house. But or you can look at the news and be like, oh, this might be an opportunity. I have that $500 that I've been sitting on, and and now I'm ready to invest it. So I'll be talking about how to do that. Not everyone has $500 they're sitting on, but you might have $10, you might have $20. So we'll get into that maybe after I start talking here, reading my little script. So news stories can drive stock prices up or down by revealing opportunities, risks, or shifts in the company's future. For example, there was a positive news like OpenAI's $110 billion raise of funds. It will boost the related stocks around that, stocks that use OpenAI, or in industries that will use OpenAI. While negative news, which is what happened a couple days ago, Anthropic's government contracts were canceled, that could sign caution. Anthropic is owned by, I believe, Claude. If you know what Claude is, that's one of Anthropic's products. Markets react quickly to news, creating buying and selling windows, but not all news is equal. Some of it's noise, and I just mentioned that. In our conversation here, we're talking about the AI sector. The news highlights the government's role in their deals, which will affect what the stock is valued at. Well, I guess indirectly. I feel like it's like a directly, and then even other associated stocks like Microsoft, which is tied to OpenAI, which if the government's leaving this AI product, they're going to have to replace it with something. So that was what my brain started doing. As soon as I saw the news that the government was dropping Anthropic, in my brain instantly goes, what are they going to use next? And is that a publicly traded stock option? I'm going to look into it. Let's see. And here's a tip. I got a tip here. Follow reliable sources like Bloomberg. It says CNBC. Company press releases. I follow the press releases of the companies that I do business with. Like I am a huge Walmart Plus subscriber. So I'm watching Walmart closely, and it's been going up. I did have some Walmart stock last year I sold off. I had used my son's money in my Robinhood account, built it up. Then I sold his part, which I sold all the Walmart stock at that point, gave him his money. He opened his own Robinhood account and started investing in things he's interested in. So I have like Carnival, Walmart. I went off of my husband's advice and got NVIDIA. So there's certain things I invest in, and I'll just be talking about those because it's things that I use, things like I'm tied to intimately, things that I'm interested in them succeeding and growing. So I do get their press releases. Let's see. Oh, plus when you're investing on Robinhood and you have stocks in companies, you get notifications of their earnings reports and things like that. It's a great app. Actually, I'll talk about that hopefully a little bit more later. News can cause immediate volatility or long-term trends. Earnings surprises, mergers, regulatory changes, or geopolitical events, like this government contract, are common catalysts. Positive news often leads to price spikes. Sorry, I don't know why this is making me so, I'm not even burping it, just like, what do you call it? Like tensing up inside, like, Yum, 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 yum. Negative news can cause drops, but sometimes bad news is already priced into the stock prices. So when they get another little bit of bad news, it can cause an artificial drop, and that's really what you're looking for. That's when I jumped in on the Carnival stocks. If you look at the trend, it was way up high. I forget how much it was, like 40 some. I was really high, and it got down to like $14 a share. And then they were in the news, and being a Carnival guest, someone was talking about if you buy their stock, you get onboard credit every time you cruise. I was like, I'll look into it. I was looking into it. I showed my husband. He's like, this is really undervalued. And there was lots of like fights and stuff on Carnival Cruise Line. And they've since changed their policies, which I believe has boosted their prices, or their stock price, their valuation. Anyway, it was such a good deal, and I got in specifically for the credit that I get when I cruise. And it's not just Carnival, it's Princess, Cunard, I think Ada. There's a whole line that's under the Carnival Corporation's umbrella. So if you cruise on any of their cruise lines, you get onboard credit. And I think Carnival does I'm sorry, my microphone just went out. I had to swap it out. Hopefully you heard that last part where dividend paying stocks, look into those that will give you dividends, and you can set in your Robinhood account to reinvest those dividends. So you're not getting that money back. You're just increasing your number of shares automatically as they pay out dividends. Let's see. We still have about 10 minutes left. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, artificially deflated. So if you see something has been trending downward, you see some news, like watch and be aware. Don't just jump into a stock. Like I'll put all your money in one place either. There's lots of advice about diversifying. That's why I'm in the hospitality industry, I'm in retail, I'm in the tech sector. Now with this new, not war, it's not a war exactly that's going on right now. I believe, in my mind, I feel like oil-based or energy-based stocks may rise. That's my guess, but of course I'll just keep my eye on it. Right now, I think I have maybe $300 that I can invest. So I'm just keeping my eyes peeled, watching for a good deal. And like this news that just came across, I started looking into different AI companies that I could invest in, or ones that already have government contracts where they'll go away from the one they just canceled. Let's see. Stay informed. You monitor news feeds, earning reports, local sentiment. Something called Fidelity. I have Fidelity News on my phone. Also X, the platform that was formerly Twitter. You can follow xAI, OpenAI, track their partners, which is like Microsoft Azure, I believe. That's what this is. I don't know anything about Microsoft. I actually personally do not like Bill Gates, and so I try to stay from. Maybe to my own detriment, I could invest, but just my gut is telling me I don't want to invest in any Microsoft products. So, let's see. You ask yourself, is this a short-term hype or a long-term fundamental change, like the policies on Carnival? You have to distinguish the noise from the actual substance of these news stories. A lot of news stories, like I said, are made to upset you, get you to click more, make a negative comment, interact with the story. You can use tools. You can even set up your AI to watch stocks for you. I'm sure. I've never done that, but you could set up, I'm sure there's programs, apps you can download that will watch things for you and give you recommendations. Company news, the companies that you're interested in. So this is a real world example. It was Anthropic is the one that the government could hurt their valuation. But if it's already priced in, it might not tank the proxies, the things that are surrounding it, things that use that. If you know what other companies are heavily invested in that one AI program, I wouldn't buy in them right now. Maybe watch it, and if it trickles down, then buy in. But let's see. I don't know. I guess what I really wanted to say is sometimes you can watch the news and be disheartened, be freaked out, be mad, be like, that's not right, and they're not making good decisions. Or you can see behind the curtain. Last year, this same time last year, the Trump administration was administering and beginning and talking about the tariffs. They were putting tariffs on all these different countries, and really using it as a negotiation tool. So people are like mad, like it's going to raise prices, it's going to do this, the sky is falling. In fact, I had a friend, a really good friend, and I really love this man, and I don't think he's a lunatic or prone to hysteria, but he posted a video on his Facebook page of like bombs dropping and people screaming in the streets and the sky is falling kind of thing. And it was talking about the tariffs. And I thought he was joking. I thought, oh, maybe he's kind of making a commentary on how silly this is that everyone thinks this is the end of the world because we're charging tariffs on other countries. But I saw it as an opportunity to buy stocks. And that's when I had more of my son's money. I make sure it's okay with him. I transfer his money to my Robinhood, and buy more stocks. I was like, ooh, this is a good time. I mean, when everyone's freaking out, and I mean, the stock market bottomed out for like a couple of days. And in my mind, when I saw this video, I was like, I did a haha face emoji under it because I thought he was joking. And I said, yeah, this is the best time to buy stocks. And then afterwards, I was like, oh, maybe he was serious. I felt kind of bad. Like, am I mocking him? I really did feel bad about that afterwards, but I saw it as an opportunity. I was like, everyone's freaking out. Everyone's selling off their stocks and being crazy. And I was like, this is the best time to buy. Take advantage of other people's emotionality, I guess. And, well, I didn't think of it as that, but I did take advantage of other people's emotionality, their emotional stock trading, when I was like, oh, look at it, everything's dropping. Like, I need to get more of the ones I already have. Like, let me boost this. And then, a couple months later, it was making these crazy gains. And it's so funny. My son, I was showing him the little chart, where it's going up. I'm like, oh, it went like straight up. I was like, how crazy that, I was so lucky. I wouldn't say I have any sort of strategy at that point. It's just through this experience, I realized you can read the news, see other people kind of freaking out, and literally say the sky is falling. And you can, if you have that little nest egg, oh yeah, before, I'll just tell you, make a Robinhood account. Just make one. You don't have to invest right now. Just open one, have a Robinhood account, tie it to your bank account. I think you have to give access to your bank account and Plaid or something, a couple of different apps to get invested. And then every paycheck you get, transfer $20 over to your Robinhood account. Transfer $100 if you can. If you can spare it, just put a little bit into your Robinhood account. And the thing is, the money sits there. It's not buying stocks yet. But just like today, I saw this news story, I saw things going on, and I'm like, I think now is the time to jump. So I went ahead and used my little nest egg to buy in. I still left some nest egg in there. Like I said, I still have some money. So I'll be watching. I have something else I'm watching. So do that. Get on Robinhood today and put a couple bucks in there. Yeah, what do you like to do? Buy some of that stock so you can start getting their earnings statements and things. Anyway, if anything sparked a thought, why don't you just leave a comment? Tell me your stock picking strategies. Every single day is a chance to learn and grow and become more of the wonderful person you are. So, just so you know, the world is better with your light in it. It just is. Thanks for sharing time with me. I'll be here tomorrow. So until then, you keep being the wonderful person you are. Bye.